students, and educational institutes people. It is also backed by UGC guidelines for higher educational institute students' health improvement and health maintenance. For the same, our college is conducting this webinar on active health approach for the students and staff under the expertise of Dr. Sanjay Gadekar sir. This webinar is under UMS Health Initiative for Augmentation of Public Health. The webinar is aimed at making everybody not only disease free but healthy and further proceeding towards improving health index. This webinar is to analyze individual health status and measures to improve health index of each and everyone. It will also help everybody to become strong enough to face any dreadful pandemic or dangerous diseases and to assure improved universal health for all. So now I request my colleague, respected Dr. Jitendra Gunjate sir, to introduce today's key guest speaker, Dr. Sanjay Gadekar sir.
It's my pleasure to introduce Dr. Gadekar sir. Honorable Dr. Sanjay Gadekar sir is the Senior General and Endolaparoscopic Surgeon. He is an innovative surgeon and a researcher. Sir has special focus on gastrointestinal diseases and work on unsolved abdominal troubles in spite of various treatment taken. Sir has invented portable and foldable tabletop major mobile operation theatre system. Government of India awarded patent for it. It was successfully demonstrated at military hospital at Kamti during Kargil war. Sir has also introduced dial pad technique for self-assessment of abdominal troubles for people. Sir has penned a book in English, Hindi and Marathi for health awareness titled Our Lifestyle Gun or Gun to Our Health. In recent past, Sir has founded and launched active regenerative treatment to pave the way for universal health. In a current devastated scenario of health in this pandemic times, his approach should improve, boon towards universal health. So today we have with us all-rounder eminent personality, a well-known innovative surgeon and a researcher. I heartily welcome you, sir. It is very well said that healthy citizens are it is very well said that healthy citizens are great asset a country can have. So we are cautious about the health of our students and our staff. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, sir. It is very well said that it is a health that is a real wealth and not pieces of gold and silver. I believe that the greatest gift you can give your family and the world is healthy you. So today we have with us such an eminent and versatile personality in the field of health. Now, without taking much time, I invite Honorable Key Speaker of today's webinar, Dr. Sanjay Gadekar sir, to guide us. Please, sir.
Namaskar. Better I will start in Marathi, the mother tongue of Maharashtra. कसं आहे, आरोग्य 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 आपण शोधतो खूप आहे आजच्या तारखेला. अनेक वर्षापासून आजच्या तारखेला जास्त शोधतोय. पण आपल्या मराठीत एक म्हण आहे, काखेत कळसा आणि गावाला वळसा, आहे ना. पण तो काखेतला कळसा आपल्याला माहित नसल्यामुळे आपण गावाला वळसे घेत असतो. isn't it? तर याच्यावरच आपलं आरोग्य म्हणजे काय, बेसिकली आरोग्याबद्दलचे बरेचसे मिसकॉन्सेप्शन्स आपल्यामध्ये आहेत. सगळ्यात पहिले आरोग्य म्हणजे दॅट इज नॉट माय डोमेन, ते डॉक्टर पाहतील. नंबर 1, हा सगळ्यात मोठा मिसकॉन्सेप्शन आहे. Doctor fraternity is born to deal with your ill health problems or diseases. ओके, कारण ते तुम्ही स्वतः करू शकत नाही, कारण ते आपल्याला बिल्ट इन नाही. मग त्याच्याकरता एक शास्त्रीय डिपार्टमेंट म्हणजे वैद्यक शास्त्र. आजार झाला त्याच्यावर औषध देणे, आजार झाला त्याच्यावर ऑपरेशन करणे किंवा अजून काही करणे, तुम्हाला बरं करणे. आणि कुठलाही जगातला डॉक्टर हा पेशंटला फक्त बरा म्हणजे काय, बरा म्हणजे हेल्दी होत नाही, आरोग्ययुक्त होत नाही. व्याख्या थोड्याशा आता अपग्रेड करा, मॉडिफाय म्हणण्यापेक्षा यू हॅव टू अपडेट द डेफिनेशन्स. Whatever every doctor treats on this earth, he can make only his patient disease free only and not the healthy. And health is not the domain of the doctor to give it ready-made. It is not a ready-made platter. Mind always that health cannot be donated, it cannot be gifted, it cannot be transferred, neither it can be injected like a vaccine. That is only to be learned and earned. It's a matter of learning. आलं लक्षात? आणि बऱ्याचदा हे आपलं कामच नाही असं समजून आपण अगदी शांत बसतो आणि त्याच्यामुळे सगळा घोळ आहे. हेल्थ प्रोसेस जी आहे, हेल्थ प्रोसेस इज अ पार्ट ऑफ वन ऑफ द युनिव्हर्सल सायन्स. ते काय आपण बघू, सृष्टी विज्ञान ज्याला म्हणतो आपण, त्याचं क्रिएशन आहोत. वी आर द लिव्हिंग क्रिएशन ऑफ द युनिव्हर्स, सायन्स ऑफ द युनिव्हर्स, द ग्रेट युनिव्हर्स. त्याला अजून शास्त्रीय म्हटलं तर वी आर द मटेरियलाइज फ्रॅक्शन ऑफ द युनिव्हर्सल इंटेलिजन्स. आता ते खूप डिटेल्स तुम्हाला कळणार नाही, पण वी आर द फ्रॅक्शन ऑफ दॅट ग्रेट युनिव्हर्स. आपलं शरीर एक चालतो बोलतो एक वास्तव आहे आणि वैद्यक शास्त्र आपण ज्याच्या भरोश्यावर आपण आरोग्य शोधतो ते आवश्यक आहेच जीव वाचवण्यासाठी. मेडिकल सायन्स इज अ बोन टू सेव्ह युअर लाईफ, बट इक्वली इट कॅनॉट बी द वे टू लिव्ह युअर लाईफ. That way you have to find your own way, and that is on the base of universal science, of which you are a creation of. Okay. मग आता आजचा हा सगळा प्रपंच आपल्या कॉलेजनी आणि हे जो केलेला आहे की एक रस्ता आहे जो आपण आतापर्यंत त्याच्यावर लक्ष दिलं नव्हतं. कारण कसं होतं, आपण रिसर्च जे म्हणतो, बरं there are two types of research. अँटीग्रेड म्हणजे समोर बघण्याचं, आणि बऱ्याचदा कसं होतं की आपण एकदा फिरून एखाद्या आपल्या जागेवर पोहोचत नसलो तर आपल्याला काय वाटतं, चला रस्ता चुकलो का नाही, थोडं मागं पाहू दे. मग बऱ्याचदा मागं पाहायला लक्षात येतं, अरे नाही तिथून तो टर्न मारायला पाहिजे होता, म्हणजे मग ते बरोबर पोहोचतो. मग आता आपल्याला तेच करायचंय, थोडस मागे बघा. मागे बघा म्हणजे आपल्याला फक्त ओरिजिनल सायन्स बद्दल आपल्याला बघायचं. आपलं शरीर ज्याची क्रिएशन आहे आणि आपलं हेल्थ प्रोसेस याचं सुद्धा एक शास्त्रीय एक ज्याला काय म्हणतो आपण एक एक्झिस्टन्स आहे. इट इज नॉट हॅपॅझार्ड. आलं लक्षात? साध्या भाषेत मी सांगतो, तर यू आर द सायन्स स्टुडंट, तुम्ही सगळं शिकता, तुम्ही जे विषय शिकता दोज आर ऑल्सो पार्ट ऑफ युनिव्हर्सल सायन्स. फिजिक्स, केमिस्ट्री काय आहे, दॅट इज ओरिजिनल सायन्स. प्रॉपर्टीज ऑफ मॅटर, आपण बाकी जे काय म्हणतो काय शिकतो आपण, यू आर लर्निंग वन सेक्टर ऑफ दॅट ग्रेट युनिव्हर्सल सायन्स. त्याच्या प्रॉपर्टीज, पाऱ्याच्या प्रॉपर्टीज ज्या आहेत त्याच राहतील, तुम्ही त्याला काही करा. ओके, बाकी सगळं तुम्ही तेच शिकताय. व्हॉट यू आर लर्निंग इज युनिव्हर्सल सायन्स. नाउ इन ऍडिशन यू हॅव टू लर्न दिस ऍडिशनल स्मॉल सायन्स पर्टेनिंग टू युअर हेल्थ प्रोसेस, बिकॉज as you are getting educationally qualified, this is a high time, at least for India, a country like India, where almost everybody is quite debilitated, frightened. There are so many factors. So by the time you are getting educational qualification, this is my aim, to infuse the health qualification at each and every this budding citizen of India. ओके, आणि ते जर झालं तर कसं, यू विल बी हेल्थ एनलाइटन्ड अँड द नेक्स्ट कमिंग जनरेशन इन फ्रंट ऑफ अस विल बी मोर हेल्थियर दॅन अस. when I'm advising you, but might be you will be more able to achieve more higher health index than me, because I'm telling you after crossing 50 you are still young, you are like my sons and daughters. Okay, आता जाऊ द्या. हेल्थ इंडेक्स, साध्या भाषेत आपण इथे हेल्थ इंडेक्स काय आहे आणि तो कसा वाढवायचा हा सगळा प्रपंच करायला आपण इथे आहोत. हेल्थ इंडेक्स म्हणजे काय, सरळ सरळ तुमची आरोग्य पातळी. आरोग्य पातळी म्हणजे काय, युअर अवेलेबल लेवल ऑफ हेल्थ. हेल्थ मीन्स युनिव्हर्सल हेल्थ. ओके, मीन्स ओरिजिनल हेल्थ, टेकू लावून आणलेली नाही. आलं लक्षात. आता हेल्थ इंडेक्स म्हणजे आपली आरोग्य पातळी किती आहे आणि त्या आरोग्य पातळी कुठल्या कुठल्या सृष्टीय फॅक्टर्सनी. वी आर गव्हर्न बाय ऑल युनिव्हर्सल फॅक्टर. देर आर फॅक्टर्स अबव अवर हेड, बिलो अवर फीट and around us and in us also. So you have to learn this additional science pertaining to your body. Body means health process, and body doesn't mean that this is only physical body. We have got also mind or psyche also. You have to keep that health also at a very highest level. Health index also, that is including your mental health, not only physical health. Physical health plus mental health equal to total health. And the higher your health index, more you will be able to face any challenges of any diseases, any pandemics or anything. आज काय होतं आजच्या जगामध्ये, तुम्ही आजूबाजूला पहा, आजूबाजूला सगळे तुम्हाला कोणी आजूबाजूला काका, स्वतःच्या घरातले आजोबा, कोणाची आजी, अरे त्याला कॅन्सर झाला, त्याचा हार्ट अटॅक आला, त्याचं मग ऑपरेशन मात्र हे झालं. व्हॉट इज दिस? ऑल दीज आर अवॉइडेबल. पुन्हा सांगतोय, ते आकाशातून पडलेले आजार नाही आहेत, हे शरीर खंगून झालेले आजार आहेत. जे शरीराचं खंगणं आपण पूर्णतः जरी म्हणता आलं नाही तर मॅक्सिमम पर्सेंट पर्यंत पूर्णतः याच्यासाठी म्हणत नाही मी, कारण वी आर सराउंडेड बाय सो मेनी हजार्ड्स ऑफ मॉडर्न लिव्हिंग. पोल्युशन, अडल्ट्रेशन, बाकी अजून काय काय असतील, रेडिएशन, मोबाईल टॉवरचे जे काही असेल ते आपल्या हाती नाही आहे. पण तुमचं शरीरातून बळकट करणे हे 100 काय 1000% तुमच्या हाती आहे. तर ते केल्याने काय होईल, ऍटलीस्ट यू विल बी एबल टू फेस एनी चॅलेंजेस. And even if somebody falls ill, he will be responding more to the given treatment. Efficacy of treatment will be increased. आपण जे म्हणतो ट्रीटमेंट सक्सेसफुल होईल का, याचं उत्तर आपणच आपल्याला द्यायचं असतं. आपण डॉक्टरला विचारतो ऑपरेशन सक्सेसफुल होईल का, हा पण डॉक्टर तो त्याच्या एक्सपर्टाइज बरोबर करणारच आहे. रेस्ट डिपेंड्स ऑन युअर स्टेटस ऑफ युअर बॉडी, युअर हेल्थ इंडेक्स. तिथे ऑपरेशन सहन करेल का, आत टाकलेलं औषध सहन करेल का. That all depends our responsibility, whether our body is able enough to tolerate all these treatment processes. The increased or proper health index is all the time necessary. ते तुमच्या सोबतच पाहिजे. मोठा ऍक्सिडेंट झाला, तुम्ही कशाच्या भरवशावर येतात, डॉक्टर्स ते जोडायचं काम करतात, ते सगळं काम करतात. पण हिलिंग इज अ युनिव्हर्सल प्रोसेस, and that all depends on your available level of health index. Mind it well. एजिंग होत असतं, आपण बदलत असतो. एजिंग होणे, म्हातारा होणे म्हणजे आजारी होणे नाही आहे, ते आपण समीकरण आपण केलेलं आहे. आणि आता मी त्याचं बॅकग्राऊंड तुम्हाला सांगितलं की हे जे सगळे आपण बघतो लाईफस्टाईल डिसीजेस आपल्या आजूबाजूला, त्या सगळ्यांवर आपण आळा घालू शकतो, चांगल्या प्रकारे घालू शकतो. फक्त एवढं आपण हेल्थ प्रोसेस जी आहे ती शिकलं तर. आणि त्याचं बॅकग्राऊंड काय आहे, आता मी तुम्हाला व्हिडिओ माझा एक ओरेशन तुम्हाला मी प्ले करून दाखवतो इंग्रजीतला, जेणेकरून यू विल अंडरस्टँड द क्रक्स ऑफ दॅट. ओके, सो बेटर वी विल स्टार्ट विथ द व्हिडिओ.
Discount.
So you are audible. You can continue.
लेकिन अपना भी शेयर कर रहा हूँ. हाँ. स्क्रीन शेयर.
Hello students. Today we are here to explore the facts about human health. Health is a very crucial thing in our day-to-day life. And presently in the current scenario, everybody is talking of health. Where to get, how to be healthy, how to maintain it. But I think the answers what everybody is getting are very vague. So let us start. As we talk of health, what is the definition of health? If you find the definition of health, it is a physical, mental, and social well-being, and not merely the absence of any disease or weakness. This is the definition. But unfortunately, in spite of such tremendous human intelligence, ever developing medical science and all other branches of science, we are finding it very difficult to prove this definition very correct. Everywhere there is scattered health. We are not getting what is expected. Physical, mental, social wellness, we want that. But it seems we are far away from it. So there must be a reason when we do something with a full determination and still we are not getting any result or a desired result. So there is some reason which should be looked back at and try to find out the way to proceed ahead. Okay, now to see that our health means the health of the human body. And as we know this definition, the present scenario is that in spite of ever progressing medical science, day and night there is addition of various different medicines, different methods of procedures, operations, various modalities, even robots and whatnot, all machinery. But still, the number of diseases and the status of health, or simply the health index means the level of your health, just like the level of your battery in your device or in your mobile. The more it is charged, the more is that battery index. Equally, your health index, that means the level of your universal health, that is health index. But we are not finding it to put it as a desired level. So this is very high time to analyze all these factors and act prudently on the ways out of it. So now come on, we have seen the definition of health. Now we'll see the definition of human body. It may look funny. What is this? But yes, we have to find the definition of human body. What is the definition of human body? I tell you. This is the living creation of the science of the universal science, with the abundance of cognitive abilities and very limited innate abilities. Innate abilities means inborn abilities. What we can call it in Marathi as a upajata kshamata, janmajata kshamata. So that is the definition of human body. We are gifted with a tremendous intelligence than all other animals, and we are paying very heavy price for possessing such intelligence, losing the health status. How's that? I will explain. Actually, it should have happened with such a tremendous intelligence. There should have not been any disease around. Every human being should have been fully healthy, the lifespan, and even the aim. But what we are seeing is totally reverse. And to understand the matter of health, now I will like you to see something and put some eye on the health of other animals. than human being. It's obvious that all other animals than the human being, other than the human being, living in a natural atmosphere. I am not talking about these pet animals, which lives in human vicinity, but all animals living in their natural atmosphere. They are more healthier, their health index is more higher than us. What's the reason? They don't have advanced intelligence, they don't have any infrastructure, but still they are carrying their health very nicely. So there is a universal reason. So as we have seen the definition of human body, now let us see the definition of bodies of all other animals. These are also living creation of the science of the universe or universal science, but with the abundance of innate abilities and very limited cognitive abilities. Cognitive means the ability to learn versus to understand. Got it? The definition is totally reverse. And as they are deprived of the advanced intelligence, they are gifted very heavily with all these innate abilities by which they perform their body keeping, or it automatically occurs under uniform norms, universal norms. That's not a circuit. Every phenomenon in the universe that has specific circuit. So equally there is a circuit of body keeping, universal circuit of body keeping. We will see further. So it is automatically executed as per universal norms, and they are more healthy. Their health index is more higher than us. The what remains with us? To see the fact behind. And can we learn something more to compensate these deficiencies? Yes. That's what we are doing in day-to-day life. We have got a tremendous cognitive abilities. So whatever there is missing, we can learn. So it is a high time to learn this. And what is that? The health process, the circuit of which is missing in our innate abilities. Okay, we do have some innate abilities, but it's not complete to get it executed to reach to the universal level of health. And that's why we people, as I told you the definition, we grow up in a random health. Random means random. It's scattered pattern, not a specific pattern, not a specific up to the universal norms. And rest of the animals with the innate abilities, they grow up and survive under universal health, and hence they are having higher health index than us. So if we want to augment or to increase our health index, first we should know the little science behind that, and we must know what thing to learn to improve it, and not to improve it, but to maintain it persistently, which will help us to proceed towards universal health as maximum as possible, and that way only we can improve our health index to the as maximum level as possible. Now, as I have talked of universal circuit of body keeping. So first we'll see something universal circuit. What is the universal circuit? You see the every phenomena in this universe, any happening, regular happening, it has got a specific circuit. Circuit is very easy to understand. Like you see the electrical circuit, it's uniform everywhere. The current will pass to that specific circuit, and then that bulb will go, or else direct application of current will just fuse up the bulb. So circuit is a systematic and synchronized path or acts. That is circuit. And equally there is a circuit of body keeping of each and every animal, including us. And every other animal, this circuit is preloaded into their mind. It is an innate ability, and it gets automatically executed, but not by us, because it is not preloaded in our mind. So what is mind? In short, I am telling you. You might have learned it or heard it. Mind is not a brain. Brain is your organ of intelligence. Mind is invisible. Okay? But that is in us. So broadly, there are two types of mind. One is the conscious mind, and other is the subconscious mind. Conscious mind, it just observes the things around you. When you read the book, it's a conscious mind which is reading. What to read, what not to read, what to skip. You read. And then after reading, you store it into subconscious mind. Whatever the process of learning, what we are doing in our regular learning, we are getting our degrees, qualifications. So what we are qualified means we have programmed that much part into our subconscious mind. That's all. Learning process is nothing but a programming your subconscious mind with a specific subject knowledge. That's it. That is the definition of learning in addition. And this subconscious mind, it has also got two parts. One is preloaded and other is programmable. How it is when every live birth which it comes on the earth, maybe our body or any other animal's body, it starts functioning. By the time it has learned nothing from the outside world, but the heart is beating, the respiration is going on, every process in the body is going on. What we call it as a involuntary functions. That is innate ability of every animal, including us. So how it is conducted? That is the subconscious, preloaded subconscious mind. Everything is preloaded. How will be your voice? What will be your height? Your complexion? Everything. It's a genetic makeup, what we simply call it as that. But execution is done by this preloaded subconscious mind. And our preloaded subconscious mind has only our unique features with the involuntary actions. What our body needs, our bodily functions, and all the physiological acts. In rest of the animals, there are some additional innate abilities also, including universal circuit of body keeping. Now, to understand this thing simply, I will give an example of what you know routinely, the computers and human being. Compare it. Or rather say robot. It's also a computer. Advanced. So we compare the robot and the human body. What does it robot have to work nicely? Firstly, the hardware of the design for what it is designed for. Then the software. It will only act up to that software. Okay? And what is in our body? Our body has two parts. One is our physical or skeletal structure, hardware. And our software is our mind, specifically subconscious mind is our software, which governs all our activities. Okay. Now, for maintaining the robot, what you need? The timely updating the software to run it more precisely or on a more improved manner. And maintenance of hardware with the changes of worn and torn parts or regular replacement of some parts. That is hardware maintenance. What about our hardware maintenance? Our body is maintained. We don't change periodically some parts. Only at the time of organ donation when something is required in a disease condition. But not for the regular working. So how our body is kept updated, our hardware is kept updated. Mind is your software. Then what is the part of maintaining our hardware? And that is the tissue regeneration. Means our old cell die and new cells are born to take their place. This is called as a regeneration, and that is the way of maintaining our hardware. We may be aging, we may be growing older, but the system remains the same. Okay, so we are maintained at the divine gift of regeneration. The more powerful this regeneration, the more healthier we are. But how it will be more powerful? That if our body keeping is as per universal law. But when it will be occurring in a universal law, if we know that circuit, which is not preloaded, and to know that circuit, what we need to do? We have to learn. Learning is nothing but updating your software. So you need to update your personal software, your bodily software. Learning the health process, that means including everything, which will be coaching in next step. Okay, so you have to learn, and its learning is so simple. To get some degree or post graduation, we learn something 2, 3 years, 5 years, and so. So this learning is so easy for our health making. It's matter of learning a few days or few hours. That's all. Just like learning or what you say, studying some new gadget you have purchased. Just reading like an instruction manual of proper use of that gadget. So learning this health process is nothing but reading the manual of your health process, universal manual of your health process, which is not printed everywhere, but that is to be studied, and which I will be serving to you people. So simply doing this, what will happen? Our software will be updated, mind will be updated, and automatically, what will that do? That will strengthen the pillars of our health. We'll see it next. What are those pillars? When we learn it. So strengthening the pillars of health will automatically make this regeneration more powerful. And what that will do? That will improve our health index. And more the persistence of maintaining all these things, the more will be persistent improved health index. Okay? And this improved health index will help us to maintain our body healthy from within. Further, I will like to tell you that whatever subjects you are studying, physics, chemistry, biology, zoology, botany, and other further branches, what is this? This is nothing but you are learning the science of the universe. This is the basic science or primary science. Okay? This is part of the science of the universe or universal science, because as a science, I would like to tell you, there are two types of sciences. One is basic, primary, or the science of the universe, what you are studying, the properties of matter, and whatever it may be, the various chemistry, physical chemistry, organic chemistry, whatever it may be. What you are studying, nothing but a creation of the science of the universe. And other science is a man-made, or a science which is taken shape of your cognitive abilities, research and output. And every output of the human intelligence or the research product, it is not possible without the base of primary science. Okay? So secondary science or man-made science is fully dependent on this importance of primary science. And our body is a creation of this primary science. That is the importance of our body. And we must give full cognizance to the universal science. Okay. Now, as we are talking of the science, I will like to give some other one example of your subject physics. I think you might have learned so many parts, metals, and what it may be. So the carbon atom, which is very familiar in your studies. So you see the power of this science or the structures. With the changing a structure, molecular structure a little, the appearance changes, like anything. from black to white. Now as out of the black. You know the coal. What is coal? The original coal. Universal coal. That is carbon molecules. Okay. So I may not be precise, but I will like to define it. What is coal? These are the carbon molecules which are randomly stacked. And the appearances of coal, which is fragile, burnable, breakable, okay, and with the ugly looks, black. And in the same carbon molecules, if those are stacked properly, systematic manner, it takes the shape of a diamond. Coal is also a carbon, diamond is also carbon. Isotopes of carbon, I think. What a drastic change. A systematic and niche arrangement of molecules which can change from a fragile and ugly coal to a precious diamond, which is unbreakable, which is unburnable, which glows a lot even in the dark. So simply compare it with your health status. Your random health without the specific knowledge of that health process is like that coal, it's very fragile. It can succumb to any ill health challenges or problems. And there we are entangling many diseases, hitting it, some other neuro diseases, hitting it. What is this pandemic atmosphere? This is not the last one or not the first one. These are the challenges which will come regularly in human life. So as we try to face it at every angle and every way, equally it is highly required that we should have a strong or improving body strength from within. But how to achieve? It can only be gained in this universal way and not by any artificial way. Means you can gain it only on the primary science and not on secondary science or man-made science. This is the power of the science of the universe. So what we have to do, we have to learn something systematically, the health process, which is not too long process. First, you have what we have desire, the strong desire to learn it, and even few hours or few days you can learn it, so that you can transform the coal-like health to the diamond-like health, which is totally strong and capable of facing any ill health challenges. So, should we not seriously think of it? Of changing this fragile health to the strong health? By merely changing or adding or programming our subconscious mind with a little additional knowledge, where even you don't have to spend years together to get a degree or so, or the educational qualification. And as I'm saying of a qualification, you being a college student, I would like to tell you that you are getting educationally qualified. And it is high time everybody should get a health qualified too. Health qualified means knowing your health process, knowing your health facts. Health qualification, that doesn't mean that becoming a doctor. Medical science is a science to repair the health problems, and universal science is the science to restore your universal health. Doctor fraternity, we have learned, we have graduated, post-graduated, specialized in all techniques of treating the patient or operating the patients. And whenever this treatment, I am telling you, there are two types. One is a passive one, and second is an active one. Passive means all treatment modalities which we apply on your body for the sake of cure. That is passive treatment. May it be a simple tablet, may it be any operation, or may it be any procedure. That is passive treatment. That is required. To save the life, there is nothing like a medical science. But to live the life, you need a universal science. And yet you need to live something. Something means just the whole process, which will enable you to live the whole life in a good quantum of health. Okay, so that is the importance of learning health individually. Doctors can treat you. We can make you disease free. Doctors can make you disease free, but not healthy. And what we require is the health. It's not only the disease-free status. Every doctor on the earth can serve you to make you disease-free with all their expertise, knowledge, and equipments and whatever so. So their part they are doing day and night very regularly, honestly. But what about us or others than doctors? Equally, you must learn your health process to make the result very, very, very positive. And the result should not stop or held up at only the disease-free status, but it should progress towards the health status. That means universal health status. That means the higher health index. That means the persistent health index. So that you can assure yourself of a persistent health with a minimal fear of any ill health challenges. Because that will give you a confidence that you have learned the health process, that's all. Then whatever challenge it comes, you will confidently and effectively face it. And that's the fact. But I am narrating you about all this health index and everything. We have crossed 50. I am telling you of health index, that doesn't mean that I am having very high health index. I do have some health issues, but I have realized that everything cannot be taken care of only on the medical treatments. You have to have the help of the universal science, this circuit of body keeping and everything, to bring up your health status and to maintain it till your life journey. Now, as we have talked of the life journey, how long is the life journey? Or simply, you say, what is the lifespan of human being? It's a simple question. It's a simple question with a very difficult answer, because hardly anybody might be knowing that. Somebody will say 80, 90, something like that. But that's so fully wrong. Because there is also a universal formula to calculate the age or lifespan of the mammals. And I tell you, that is 6 to 8 times of their chronological age or growing, means the period during which the body fully grows up. Okay. And 6 to 8 times of that chronological aging or growth, there is a lifespan of human being. For example, the common we see, the dog, pet dog in our home, hardly it grows up in 2 years, full growth. That lives up to 12 or 16 years. You will not see any dog living for 25 or 30 years. Lifespan is limited. And some other near to us, apes, chimpanzee, gorilla, and so. They grow up in a span of 6 to 8 years. So their lifespan is about 56 to 64 years, not more than that. And for us, we grow up almost about 20-21 years. Our height, width, and everything, intellectual growth. You say roughly 20 years. So what it becomes? 120 to 160 years. And that's why we get the people around, long-lived people, that is around 150 years. You will not find anybody living 175 years. You search the rate, long-lived people. The range will be something around 150, 100 plus and below 150. And what I'm saying, is there any proof living on the earth? I will say yes. There is a living proof even in today's world. There is some sort of people or some community still living in today's world. Those are called as a Hunza people. You search on the net, Hunza, H-U-N-Z-A. They reside at some border of the China, Pakistan and Afghanistan. It is a small part like a Kashmir. They are not tribes. And their normal lifespan is about 150 years. They live about average 125 to 150 years. A smooth lifespan without major illness. They don't know the cancers, they don't know the other infections. Even in this pandemic, they are hardly affected some area. What's the reason? It's not the magic or some blessing or something genetic factor. Simply their growing or their body is maintained under the universal circuit of body keeping. They might not be knowing, but their rituals, their style of living, that supports and fulfills all that circuit, and it is making them to live up to 150 years. A lady giving birth at the 75 years age, it's very funny, impossible, but it's occurring over there. And many scientists in the world, they go there to study what is the secret of their long living. There is nothing. The secret is universal. And the universal circuit of body keeping. That's all. It is getting executed automatically. They don't know anything about that. And that is the basic reason of their longevity, long living, and pleasant living, happy living. So anything for our betterment. We say that we have got so many challenges of modern living. There are so many hazards around us. Atmospheric hazards, radiation hazards, whatever it may be. But you cannot tackle with that. You yourself cannot reduce the pollution. You yourself cannot, reduce that adulteration and other factors. Then what is in our hand? At least we can keep our body under universal laws, learning the health process. And that is the ultimate thing. And rest of the things about the treatment, passive treatments, Dr. Patrick is doing. So simply learning this thing, learning that health process can assure your future health till the whole lifespan. Is it bad to learn in time? Or is it a blessing for our healthy lifespan? You decide. And I am here on this platform because I think, because we have crossed 50, what I am telling, I have realized after a later stage of my disease, of my life. But you are a youngster, you are still young, you are my sons, my daughters. If you learn this fact and health process at this age, you will be contributing to the more healthier coming generation. What is the more healthier coming generation? You will be contributing to the healthy India, the fit India, the new India. But I alone can't do it. I can guide you, I can teach you, I can appeal you. I have lost my father of a dreadful cancer. Even I am planning to carry my life towards the till end without much more problems. See what happens. But I have realized that universal circuit of body keeping, there is no other way out to improve your health index and your universal health status. And you can do it more effectively than us. So just learn it. And not learn it, make that knowledge useful to the people around you in your home, around people, and all innocent people around you. And that is the reason I expect every young generation to be not only educationally qualified, but the health qualified. And we can show the world the more stronger, the more healthier India, and the more creative India. So I think we have understood the crux of all this importance of the health process and health index. And to proceed ahead, I am there with you. Your college management has taken keen interest in the students and staff health. I am really grateful to them, and they have given me a chance to speak in front of you. And one more thing before concluding, I would like to say that not only improving the health index, but a regular health status auditing is also important, which will also be guided by me. First, knowing the health index, the status of the health index, then the measures to improve it. Thirdly, the regular health status auditing, which automatically will keep ourselves at the knowledge of status of our health and the process of health and even the process of the diseases. Mainly disease, what we see, what are the types of diseases? I tell you broadly, there are two types of diseases. One is the infections, what we are facing now. Pandemic, ye gaya, koi dusra aur aayega. And most dangerous are degenerative conditions. Degenerative means what I have told you, the regeneration, where the regenerative abilities those are weakened, this degenerative diseases crop up. Maybe from ulcer to cancer or everything body debilitating diseases are degenerative diseases, or simply what we call as a lifestyle diseases are nothing but your degenerative diseases, ranging from simple ulcer to dreadful cancer. Everything fits into degenerative diseases. And to keep yourself away and keep these diseases away, you need to learn health process. Simply doing this, if we can keep all such degenerative diseases at the peak, what should be the better thing for our health planning, as an individual health planning? Okay, so here I will be concluding my message towards the health process, and I hope everybody must have understood the importance of the universal health. Thank you. मला वाटतं मेसेज मिळालाच असेल, आणि एक संपवताना मी सांगू इच्छितो की बऱ्याचदा आपण हे करतो की उपचारा व्यतिरिक्त आपण जसं एक्सरसाइज, योगा, डायटिंग हे सगळ्या गोष्टी करतो, मग वेगळी हेल्थ प्रोसेस शिकायची गरज काय? तर ह्या सगळ्या गोष्टी ज्या आहेत दॅट हॅज देअर ओन इम्पॉर्टन्स, बट दॅट डझंट कम्प्लीट द सर्किट ऑफ युअर बॉडी कीपिंग which is required for your universal health making and keeping it persistent. That means persistent health index at a higher level. There is a science and you must learn it. Unless or until you learn it blindly, you cannot do that. All those things have their own importance, but those are not complete. They are not wrong, but not complete. And we want some complete solution, which I have just narrated. आणि दुसरं तुम्हाला एक सांगतो की you are the student of such a renowned original institute. शिवाजी संस्थान संस्थान शिवाजी नावाच असं आहे की ते नाव ऐकल्या सगळ्यांना स्फुरण चढतं, आणि यू शुड फील प्राऊड ऑफ यू दॅट यू आर गेटिंग एज्युकेटेड अंडर नेम ऑफ शिवाजी. मग शिवाजी महाराजांचं नुसतं नाव घेऊन होत नाही, त्यांचं कर्म, त्यांनी जे काही कर्तव्य केलं, स्वराज्य स्थापन केलं, कशासाठी केलं, त्यांना काय गरज होती, त्यांनी जनतेसाठी केलं. शिवाजी महाराज जरी नसले, जोपर्यंत त्यांचं नाव आहे, मला वाटतं प्रत्येक विद्यार्थी हा त्यांच्या मावळ्यासारखा असावा. त्यांनी त्यांच्या हयातीत स्वराज्य स्थापन केलं. आज सगळ्या आरोग्याची वाताहत आहे. तुम्ही आता सजग होऊन एक थोड्या चांगल्या गोष्टी शिकल्याने एक पूर्ण आरोग्याचं स्वराज्य तुम्ही स्वतःसाठी, तुमच्या घरच्या लोकांसाठी, तुमच्या आजूबाजूच्या लोकांसाठी तुम्ही तयार करू शकता. आणि आजच्या तारखेला मला वाटतं आरोग्याचे स्वराज्य हेच सगळ्यात जास्त महत्वाचं आहे. कारण आरोग्य असेल तर बाकी सगळं असेल, आणि आरोग्यच नसेल तर तुम्हाला किती गोल्ड मेडल मिळाले तरी त्याची तेवढी किंमत राहणार नाही. आणि हे सगळं प्रत्येकाला तो मावळा बनवण्यासाठी बाकी काय बघत घ्यायची आहे आणि काय काय कुणाला सांगायचं किंवा शिकवायचं त्याच्याकरता आम्ही तयार आहोत. फक्त तयारी तुमची पाहिजे. आणि आय होप एव्हरीबडी हॅज अंडरस्टूड द इम्पॉर्टन्स ऑफ हेल्थ, and it's not only your health but also the health of people around you and in your society. Learn it, be healthy, and make others healthy. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Individual assessment and guidance is very important for improving health index. This will help us become not only disease free but healthy and stay healthy. It promotes healthy aging and soothing lifespan as well. So in view of all total health of an individual, truly health index plays a very important role in day-to-day life. In fact, it will also create a healthy atmosphere at an institution. Thank you so much, sir, for your such a informative and valuable guidance on health issues, health index and all. Now, I would like to invite our honorable principal, sir, Professor MP Dhore, sir, to guide us on this occasion. Please, sir.
Thank you, Dr. Jadhav. Firstly, I pay my humble tributes to the founder president of our society, Dr. Panjabrao Alais Bhausaheb Deshmukh. I also pay my homage to Rashtrasant Tukadoji Maharaj, and after whom our Nagpur University is named. Our today's speaker for this particular webinar on active health approach for students and staff, a renowned surgeon from the region, renowned surgeon from the Central India, Dr. Sanjay Gadekar sir. He is very senior surgeon and health mentor as well. In fact, on behalf of the whole management of Sri Shivaji Education Society and on behalf of all the stakeholders of Science College Congress Nagar Nagpur, I firstly thank Dr. Gadekar sir for having with us here for the delivery of this webinar featuring the health related issues. Dr. Gadekar sir has very aptly and in simple words have mentioned what is the physical health and what is the mental health also, and in his talk he has shared that one needs to keep both physical and mental health well, and I am very proud to share with you all that he is working on the Fit India movement launched by our Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Ji Modi, and he is working on that particular platform to make the society healthy. As Dr. Gadekar sir has said that being healthy is different than being diseaseless. Both that he has very well narrated the difference between being diseaseless and being healthy. And as per his words, he expects that the whole society should be healthy, not disease free. Once the society is healthy, then the nation will be obviously healthy and we will be living in healthy atmosphere, and whatever the pandemics may come in our way, we will be able to conquer all those pandemics. Thank you very much, sir, for your nice coverage on this particular topic, various health related issues, and I take this opportunity to appeal all of you to let us join hands with Dr. Gadekar sir to make the society healthy one. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. With the concluding remark of today's chairman of this webinar, Honorable Principal Sir, now I would like to invite my colleague, Ms. Pooja Jhamarkar ma'am, for vote of thanks.
A very good afternoon to one. Firstly, I pay my humble homage to Punjab Rao Allies Bahusaheb Deshmukh and Rashtrasan Tukdoji Maharaj. Welcome to honorable dignitaries and participants. I am Pushpa Samarkar, Assistant Professor from Department of Geology. Feel proud privilege to propose a vote of thanks. Firstly, I take immense pleasure and extending my sincere thanks to our distinguished guest speaker, Dr. Sanjay Gadekar sir, Senior Surgeon and Health Mentor, for sparing their invaluable time for us, and sharing knowledge is very important in this pandemic situation. So thank you, sir. I would like to thank our Honorable Principal, Professor M.P. Dore sir, for his best wishes and support in conducting this event. I owe spacious gratitude to our today's program convener, Dr. G.L. Jadhav sir and Dr. Jitendra Gunjate sir for introducing our key guest. I sincerely appreciate the efforts taken by Dr. Keche sir to run the program without any technical hurdles and glitches. Last but not least, thank you our beloved all teacher staff, audience, student participants who made this function a grand success. So shall we conclude?
Yes, thank you all of you.
With the permission of Honorable Principal sir, I proclaim this webinar is concluded. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
To all the Shivaji Education Institute to conducting and proceeding ahead for the help which you all give. Thank you.
Thank you.
Welcome, sir. Thank you. Thank you.